you can't handle the heat.
Booyaka Shell, welcome back to another episode of Can't Handle the Heat. It's your boy, G Swizz, looking like surfer dude turned Wendy's manager, Gage Worsley. To my left, the youth pastor, Joe Worsley. How we doing, Joe?
I'm doing great, everybody. I'm here
Glad to hear it.
I'm here to inspire.
Yep.
It's a sketchy-looking youth pastor, bro.
And
I'm not
always.
sending my kids to that Sunday school.
And we got Micah from Allstate. Micah, how we doing, man? All the way in the south of Europe. How we doing, brother?
What are you wearing, Micah?
What do you, Micah?
Khakis. Name that commercial.
State
It's an
Farm.
all-time
Come on now.
commercial,
Jake
man.
from State Farm.
All-time commercial. Jake
It
from
is,
State
it is.
Farm. Legend.
Now-
Dude, insurance companies have some legit commercials.
Yeah, I mean, what are they gonna?
The guy that just was always
We are
wrecking
farmers.
havoc. What was that guy's name? Remember, he was like, "I'm the
I think it's Allstate.
nail on the freeway that you ran over." You know,
Yeah. I
he's
get
like
you, I get you.
maniac. I don't know what he was.
I
And
know
then that
you're
guy
saying.
with the beautiful voice. That's
Well, the
when
dark, the deep
you're
voice.
in good hands.
Yeah.
Is that Allstate?
Yeah, that's Allstate. That's. I'm thinking another one. Progressive, yeah, Flow. So many good ones. So many good ones out there.
Oh yeah, Geico.
Yeah. Gecko.
They're the dude. Low key, we just realized insurance companies are the best at commercials. I think.
Most consistent.
I don't think that there's another. Yeah, there's not another like
Doritos?
branch of company or style of company that
Taco Bell.
that could beat
Taco
them.
Bell, Doritos, man. Doritos are pretty fire.
What commercial wise, they don't have they didn't create characters as well as
That's true.
the insurance companies did.
That's true. They developed it with time.
Subway, but that went all wrong.
That went
Subway
south.
had they created a character.
They created a character. He was also playing character. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, if you're wondering why we're dressed like such distinguished gentlemen, because Micah here, the leader of the clan, the one who makes his big decisions for the company.
Mm-hmm.
He,
Like the luau, the name
like
of
the
the luau.
like the name of the luau. Like the name, like any other generic Hawaiian name we make, it's coming from Micah. So if you have any discretions,
Anything related to Hawaii, it's always Micah pushing that on us. We never really want to go that route, but Mike is always.
he's like the luau. We must do the luau. All right,
Well,
Micah.
you guys
fine.
called me, and I was already casually dressed like this, just sitting down eating my dinner.
From practice.
And
This
then,
is how we dress. This is my
This
pajamas.
is just what it is.
Funny thing is, that's how Colton Cowell shows up to practice on it.
No,
But legit.
no, not in a button down with glasses. No,
Dude,
don't tell me that.
Pretty
damn
close.
damn near. Cardigan.
Wow, respect.
Yeah, some people make their walk around about.
He might
town
earn a spot
very
on my
seriously.
team actually.
With that
on the
being said,
bench.
God no, God. With that being said, let's get right into it. We're gonna do it. Mike and Ma decided we should do a draft since Champions League's coming up, the quarterfinals. Micah is playing this Wednesday or next Wednesday, Micah, against Lube.
This Tuesday.
This Tuesday, I'll be facing Lube Chitinova. Did I pronounce that? Was that pretty good?
Civitanova, yeah.
Pretty
Cheat-
decent.
cheat-
Better than usual.
Right?
Close enough.
The last 2 years they won the Italian league, and he faced him in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and so he decided we should do a draft on who could win the Champions League. Obviously, judging by all three of us, we're going to go for different players for different reasons and different team vibes. If you know what we're all about, it's going to be pretty obvious.
Well, I'm going for winning, so I don't know
Yeah,
what you're going
I'm going for winning and for immaculate vibes.
And
Yeah,
who's
that
this
sounds
draft
about right.
presented by, Gage?
Thank you for bringing that up. A little while back, we used to have a sponsor. Not just a small sponsor, but a great, big sponsor that encompasses everything you would want in the volleyball community. And that is All Volleyball. We are back with All Volleyball. We couldn't be more excited. We just want to give a thanks to everyone. We were working some stuff out behind the scenes, and we are finally back. And we're going to be here for the long term with them, and we're so excited. For those of you who don't know who All Volleyball is, they're the number one volleyball retailer. Let's be honest here, boys. There's not a lot of shops that have volleyball equipment, kind of do it all volleyball equipment, balls, your jerseys there. You can get your shoes there. You can get anything, all volleyball, anything there, right? There's not a lot of places like that in the world. Yet here we are. You can go to a store, click the link in the bio, use the promo code HEAT, all caps, HEAT, Heat for 20% off. Like I said, these are good people behind the scenes. They sell great products. They sell the best products that volleyball has to offer. And if you want, no matter what skill level you are, to either get a machine to help you at home, a volleyball to help you play, jerseys for your club, no matter what role you play in this volleyball world, they have it for you. They are the #1 volleyball retailer, and we couldn't be more excited for another long-term deal with them. So you're going to see a lot more of them with us and us with them. With that being said, again, Heat, all capital, for 20% off. Link in the bio. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to our TikTok. We just hit 1,000K off the Gwitty videos. Gwitty.
1,000K.
1,000K. Believe it. That's like 2,000.
What?
1,000K.
1,000K is like 2,000.
Is that?
Yeah. That's 2,000.
Is that a million?
No, 1,000K. A K is 1,000.
Yeah. So
1,000K is a
1,000
mil-
thousands is a million.
1,000K is a million.
Oh my God. We just hit 1 million followers.
My brother.
I'm a little on one tonight. Joe, you want to take over for me really quick?
It's 100,000 followers we hit on TikTok. Everybody go check out the TikTok. We've got some videos. They've gotten on Barstool last week, both on Instagram and on TikTok. Julian Edelman's been hyping us up, commenting on all our stuff. So that's pretty sweet. He's a big fan. We're going to get him on the pod soon. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. Jew crew.
Hopefully. Get him on here. With that being said, let's get into our draft here, boys. We're gonna go down the line. We're gonna do kind of a snake. Well, first of all, we don't know who's going first. We're gonna settle that by a trivia question sponsored by Joe here. And whoever is the closest number or the closest fact, we will go first, and then whoever's second closest will go second, and then the third will go third. All we're doing is we're picking our 9 players. We're not going 12 total or 10 total. My bad. What we're gonna be doing, we're gonna pick 7 total players, right? 7 of your starters, and then we want to do 3 bench players, and they can do it for whatever role possible that you want / need on your team that you're going for. So with Joe being said, let's figure out who's going first, second, and third in our draft.
Drum roll, please. How we will decide the order for the draft. For all of you guys know our ties back to Hawaii. Micah more than us, obviously, know about a great landmark in the state of Hawaii, Aloha Stadium. It's being retired. University of Hawaii football team no longer plays there. And they just had a ceremony in the past week, I believe, to honor all of the great things that have happened in that stadium and all that it's brought to the state of Hawaii. And so with that being said, the way to kick off this draft, in order to pick the order, we're going to do a guess of what you guys think the capacity of Aloha Stadium is. The closest one will get to select his draft order or draft position. Second closest will then select second, and obviously the third will not get a choice. So we're going to start off, let's go, with the youngest person in the group who gets to choose first. Aloha Stadium capacity, Gage Worsley. What do you think it is? What is your guess?
13,541.
Oh, my God.
People
People who are have
Oh,
any.
Nelly.
Wait.
Pounds.
No, you get your first number you throw out.
Votes in.
You do not get to redo that.
Votes
number.
in.
Wait, do you know the number?
Good guess, Gage.
No.
Good guess.
But just think
Thanks,
about.
Micah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was
if I were
really
to
good
think about
guess.
All right, fine.
No.
7,000.
No. You're done, dude. You're done.
All in.
Gage, do you know how big the Stan Sheriff Center is?
10,300.
And you think Aloha Stadium is like barely smaller than that?
Hashtag orange out Aloha
Okay.
Stadium.
All right, I'm gonna put in my guess. It could be also pretty off, but it might also be in there the same. I'm gonna put it in at 68,000.
Not even close.
Okay, and I'm going to go. I really like that guess. Oof.
I'm looking it up now while we wait for you.
I think when we played Mililani, it was like 35,000. This is what I'm basing my guess off of in the state championship. And the end zones weren't filled. Like, no one could be there. But the other sides were pretty full. 68's a good guess. Do I go right above or right below? Oof. I'll go 70.
And the correct answer is 50,000.
What?
Dang.
50,000, way smaller than I thought.
So I'm closest.
Gage is definitely the furthest
Gage,
off.
Round up. We round up. Is that how betting works?
No, that's not how that works. You don't round up.
You don't round up 37,000.
No.
What about 1,000K?
1,000K would have been a worse guess. So I'm proud of you. 13's not so bad, actually.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, 13's not so bad. Okay, Joe, what
so
are you gonna go?
I'm gonna lead off for sure.
Wow.
I'm gonna lead off.
I'm gonna choose to be second.
I'm gonna choose to be third.
Okay.
Voluntary.
Good choice.
'Kay.
You're on fire.
Are we gonna put a clock on anything here, or it's just gonna be gentleman's kind of timeline?
Gentlemen's, I think, is good. We don't need to.
Okay.
Wait,
We
can we
hurry
get a
them
draft
along
song
if
by Micah? Can we get a draft song by
Yeah,
Micah?
we need Mike to put
Like,
together
can
a
you
draft,
do a draft
song
song?
to open up.
Wait, how does it go? Ding. No, what is the NBA draft?
Oh.
Ding, ding.
Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun,
that's not the draft. That's Sunday Night Football.
dun, 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 dun.
Man, I'm so
dun.
off on this.
Okay,
but
I'm gonna
I
start
know
us
it
off.
in my head, but I can't recreate it.
I'm gonna start us off. I have a pretty good list, and there was a direction I thought I was gonna go, but in the moment, I've made a last second decision and not gonna go that way. Not gonna shock anybody. Maybe some people will. Starting off with Wilfred De Leon, starting him first on my draft board,
Okay.
and I've taken him as the first overall pick. Micah
All
will
right.
have the next pick.
Okay, guys. So, with the second pick in the annual Champions League out of system draft presented by All Volleyball, the Micah team selects a close friend of the show, Nimir Abdelaziz.
Wow.
Okay.
This would be my pick, right?
Oh yeah.
Can I trade up?
I'm ready for
No.
anything right now.
Oh yeah. We should be able to trade up.
Well, yeah, we should. What can I offer either of you to trade up? I'll do it.
I'll take your 6th round and 7th round.
Both. You only get 8 guys from your team. Not even eligible to play in the match.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna first draft one of my 3 bench players. No, just kidding. Need the role players.
This
I'm
guy's
really
going to
grim.
round out my team on the bench with the first pick for me.
He's a must-have on the bench. He's a must-have. No, gotta go with the pin hitter.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my team, obviously, if people know who I am, I'm an unorthodox kind of guy. So I'm gonna pick volleyball reasons, yes, but also vibe reasons and just other reasons is why I pick my guys first. My first pick, well, the third pick in that system, Champions League draft. Gage Worsley selects a friend of the show, TJ DeFalco.
Wow.
I picked TJ. There I was the other night. I was watching him. And I saw dude had a sick new tat sleeve. I said, that is a man playing with confidence. That is a man playing with fire. And that's the kind of guy I want on my team.
Okay.
So here we are.
Only,
I'll be honest.
Only guys with tatted sleeves.
For my first outside, yes. My second outside,
Oh.
completely different.
I'll be
choice.
honest. When I put the list together, I put them at the kind of end of my outsides list for a couple. I had a couple ideas where I'd pick them and stuff, but I didn't think that either of you would even have them on your list for some
Oh,
reason.
wait till you see my next guy.
Okay. All right. Gage, you get the next pick.
Ooh, no way. Well, then I better pick my other outside while I'm at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could easily go pick a middle. You know, I'm going to go middle.
Okay.
I'm going to go middle because I'm so confident you guys aren't going to pick my other guys. I'm going to go with Simone.
Wise move. Yeah, nice. Wise
Simone.
move. Very
I know.
wise.
He's unstoppable. Obviously, with Piacenza, he's less unstoppable because I don't think him and, as Joe said earlier this week, him and DeCecca were too unstoppable. He's doing well. But I'm going with Simone. The dude just wins. Dude's
I
an
like it.
absolute beast.
I like it. Ma'a.
All right. So this is the 5th pick then.
That is.
With the 5th pick, I'm going to take the other Cuban outside who just won the Italian Cup. Played really, really well in the final. I'm going to take Leal.
There we go. off
Facts
to everybody's
delivered.
boards. Okay, I like it. All right, back to the top. Back to the number one
Bingo.
overall pick. I didn't know if I was going to go there this early, but I think I'm going to just because he's playing at such an incredibly high level right now, and all the other guys are good, but I just think he can make that much of a difference. Fellow countryman Micah Christensen as my first setter for my team. So filling out. Now I got Micah and I got Leon. That moves me into my next pick here. Because this gentleman too has been playing at such an incredibly high level. I'm going a little unorthodox drafting right now, but I have a reason for it because I have some safe picks in the other places. I think libero Eric Shoji to stabilize everything for me.
That's a pretty good choice.
Wow.
That's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, that is a really good round by you. I feel like Micah's playing incredible volleyball.
Micah's playing.
Eric's-
I think he's clearly the top right now. Like,
Yeah, I would agree. I would
Like, just
agree. I
watching
feel like the
his-
Russian league, you don't.
especially right
Sometimes in
now.
ways you kind of disappear. Like not a lot of people are paying
Yeah.
as much attention as they would to the Bundesliga and the Italian league. But from what I've seen, I've never seen him play this well. Like the past 2 years, he's kind of separated himself, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
So I really like that. We actually did this draft at lunch with me and Namir and our middle Marko Matic, and I had both those guys on my team. But going with a different, and I got voted as the third place out of those three teams. But we did
Wow.
it differently with the draft order. One guy got to pick his whole team first, and then I had to pick my team, and then yeah. But anyways, side note. Okay.
Who picked Namir?
Oof. Marco picked his whole team first. And boy, was that team pretty solid. It's tough to beat those guys.
You pick your whole team?
The serving was just like, I was just like, holy Toledo. Okay. Oof. That just changed my thing because I think there's clearly a top 2 liberos in the world. No, that's maybe not fair to some other guys, but
There's some hidden gems in there.
I don't want to get missed out there. So, just to catch up, and I know the serving in this, if these guys were to ever play, the serving is going to be gnarly, so you need a good libero. I'll go with Genya.
Okay, I like it. Right on.
So we're going, since you guys went liberos.
Grebenikov, for those people who don't know his
Yeah,
first
Genya
name.
Grebenikov.
He's playing up in the Russian league currently right now. Again, Olympic champion, 2020 Tokyo. Probably for a while was the best defensive libero. He's known as the best defensive libero. So still at this point, like
One of the best defensive liberos of all time, I think.
of all time for sure. Him, Sergio.
He's a top 2 libero
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
We're on liberos. Eric Shoji, Grebenikov, top 2 liberos in the world. Absolutely.
If
But
you don't
they
go
were
with
my-
the guy that I'm thinking you're gonna go with, then I'll be surprised.
They were my 2 and 3. Okay. From a libero, picking another libero. Who's Gage going to pick? I was debating this for a long time. Like I said, I want some unorthodoxness. I don't want just a normal libero. And there's only one libero out there. A man of mystery. He has no name. I've tried to search him on many volleyball databases. He has absolutely no name. But he is a legend. I was brought to him by the Luka Mazza. And that is number 4 on Qatar Volleyball, the libero from Qatar. This man, and why do I choose this guy, you may ask? I choose this guy because he does his, for example, let me give you an example of play. One time the setter was off the net. They set the other guy. The libero goes from the back row and tries to block the view by jumping and waving his arms at the oncoming blockers. He tried to do a jump kick with an open net and try to kick it up. This guy is the most unorthodox libero I've ever seen play. He played in the World Championships, though, and he was there, and he was holding his own. And, yes, you have traditional players. But maybe with my team, like I said, my team is not based on past winners. My team's built on the future. And in order to be in the future, you need to innovate. And this guy is innovating the libero position as we speak. I don't know this guy's name. Number 4 on Couture.
Can we put a
Couture
link
volleyball.
to some videos of him?
Yeah,
in
we're
the
gonna have
in
to.
the-
We're gonna
Yeah,
have to.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
And I'm dead
Let's
serious
do
when
that.
I mean this. He is my
Yeah,
libero.
yeah. We'll show the people what his style of play is, so they can appreciate it and they can cast their votes for the best team. Maybe he's the difference maker.
He would be.
Interesting.
I fully
decision.
believe that. I
Interesting,
fully believe that.
Interesting decision.
Well, let me give you another interesting decision.
That
My other outside, my next pick, I need the fire, right? I got the wild libero. I got the steady veteran in the middle. I got TJ firing it up on that outside with a new sick tat sleeve and a rocket of an arm. I need an even bigger celebrator, and that is Rock Mazic from Slovenia. And I need him, and I need crotch shots. I need him flying into the stands. I need him going after it. I was either going to pick him. There's one more player I'm not going to say. Maybe he's on my bench. But he will be my other outside. And this team is fiery. And we're, as they say, a sleeping dragon. Ready to be awoken on the Wednesday night.
Maybe
when
that's your mascot, the
Champions League.
Dragons.
The dragons. Sleeping dragons.
Okay. We'll give you that. Sleeping Dragons.
Thank you. Mikey, go.
Okay. Okay, well, I didn't have to cross anyone off my list in that round. Luckily, seems pretty.
I'm
wide
moneyballing
open
this
for
bad
me.
bad
Luckily,
boy.
we didn't have much.
you guys on a budget?
crossovers.
I'm moneyballing this.
I didn't know Cage's team was on a budget.
I'm always on a budget, bro.
Yeah, our list has very little crossover, which is good. I didn't
guarantee
have
you
number
we won't have
4
any
from
more
Qatar
crossover.
on my list. I didn't.
Wait till you see
So-
videos of this guy. He's
Safe
next
to
level.
say, I'm very proud of you for realizing to take Simone, because you mentioned that you thought your picks were safe, but buddy,
Yeah.
they're safe. They're as safe as you can get.
Yeah.
You just do your thing over there. All right. Wow, interesting. Okay. I need a middle. And my team's going to be pretty gnarly in service. I'm going to have Nimir Leal. And the best server in the middle, maybe Simone is maybe better and very clutch, but I'm taking Bieniek.
Ooh. Coming off my list.
Nasty serve. Never had him on.
Guy hits like 120 on a hybrid float toss consistently.
Just bringing it.
Best server of the Plus Liga last year.
I like it.
He's
Okay.
good.
Right on.
He also
Again,
brings
back
some,
to me.
he's some size, some attack, spikes deep, doesn't make errors.
Might not
like
be going up and playing against Modena next week, though. We mentioned that. We were saying before the pod. Skral Belkotov, the club has not paid their players in 2 to 3 months, and the players told them if they don't get paid in full by this weekend, that they're not playing Modena and CV Cup semis next week. So keep an eye on that. That'll be interesting news if Belkotov decides not to get on the team plane. All right, I like that pick. I had to take that one off my list. Bummed about that, but takes me back. I get my back-to-back picks again here. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling here on the opposite. I don't know. For some people, it might be a little bit. They might feel he's a little out of his prime. I've been watching him a lot recently, and I'm still ultra impressed with him. He always shows up in the big moments. He's played in every possible big match you could imagine in the sport of indoor volleyball.
Yeah, he's good.
And that's Mikhailov.
Yeah.
So a lot of big connections. I'm drawing a lot of connections on my team. You know, I have guys who play
Yeah.
together for a lot, and I like that. I told Micah this when I was ever recruiting for college. I would go I would go after players like that. You see schools like Long Beach do that with TJ, Josh. I've seen UCLA do that at times too.
Hawaii.
With certain guys. At least they were recruiting all of our guys. I know they were trying to recruit like all our players together. Hawaii, in a way, over time, not as well as they could have. I'll be honest, but
Agreed.
But I think anytime you see that happen, and also here at Luneburg, you're seeing the same thing. You know, guys who play together, that connection. So I like that. I like bringing in guys who have that connection. Okay, taking him as my first opposite. The experience, I think that's so important to have on the court. my next pick here. I'm going to get into the middle here conversation as well. And this one might be a little bit of a head turner, but I'm going to go with Kurkayev from Novosibirsk. Physical Russian middle blocker. Always a big fan of him. And I love just middles coming from the Russian school of blocking and everything. Big physical guys. Good blockers, take up a lot of space. So I'm a fan of him. I don't know how many people will know who he is or anything, but go take a look at him. He's pretty impressive to watch. And he's going to be filling in one of my middle positions. So that's where I'm going with my 2 picks for this round.
Okay. Woof. Where do I go here? Do I go into the center? Man. I'm stuck here. Give me 10 seconds.
Don't worry, your picks are safe with me.
Okay.
No one will know.
I'm going to choose my second middle. And I didn't have him on the list until the very end. And then I realized I forgot about him because he's been in South America. But he's another guy that for so long has been so good. Brings a good serve with him, not like just a float serve. So staying on the theme of the other team not getting a break from our service pressure, I'm taking Lucas.
Ooh. If you take him, I wonder where you're going to go with your setting position.
Yeah.
Not if I snag him. Psych. I don't even want him.
Gage, you're taking number 90 from
Some
not
Saudi
sure again
Arabia.
on the name.
I'm telling you, I find these gems. You want to go setter? Let's go setter here. I am taking as my setter Pavel Pankov, aka the Moscow Pitbull. This guy, for those of you who don't know, looks like a literal pit bull. The dude cannot set a ball. Cannot set a ball to save his life. But god damn it, does he have one hell of a serve. I mean, this guy rips his serve, and he has one hell of a block and a vertical. Super physical. Can't set, especially the outside hitter, to save his life. But he's energy-driven, and he is a damn pit bull out there, and I would have no one else leading the forces of the sleeping dragon other than the Moscow Pitbull. He's won the last, 2 years of the Russian league.
The Moscow Pitbull. I like it.
Yeah, you like that one? You like
I
that?
do.
Yeah. I'm like the Perugia owner. I give a little nickname to all my players. You know?
You'd be a great owner, Gage. You'd be a great owner and a great GM.
You mean that, man?
I do.
Thank you. I'd form interesting teams, that's for sure. You know what?
Yeah.
It'd be entertaining. The fans would love this team.
Yeah.
You know what? I was debating.
Have you guys seen that 30 for 30? Is it a 30 for 30 with the guy who gives the hockey team to his son who gets injured, and his son's in high school, and he becomes a GM of a hockey team? Have you seen this?
Yes.
How did he do?
Yes.
Amazing.
It's
He
a
did
phenomenal
so well.
story.
He's like you, Gage. He only took like guys that just hit everybody. It was only about brawling. That was his whole philosophy, and they were amazing. They were a really good team.
That's so legendary.
Yeah, it was. You remind me of him.
God, you make it so much harder for this Oppo comment. I have 2 Oppos that, like I said, I want the fans to love it. I want the fans to adore us. God.
You got to win some games, too.
All right,
It's
fine.
tough if you don't win a lot of games.
No.
For the fans to fall
Trust
in
me,
love with that.
this team will win. You're telling me, dude, this team will win games. The Libero alone will win the hearts of the crowd easily.
I know, but you
within
got to win
points.
games.
Trust me,
If you lose
dude.
every game, it's hard to win the
Dude,
crowd.
you know
over.
this team would not lose every game. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
This team's stacked.
You talk about winning Champions League, though.
Yeah.
This-
All right. Fine. Herrera is my opposite. What are you laughing at Herrera for? Perugia, they were undefeated, and he was their starting oppo.
Okay.
Should have been.
You're
if
right.
It wasn't for
You're
the
right, you're right.
Herrera on the baseline and serving, and he has great hip thrusts. to the crowd, in which, as an owner, as a GM, I respect that, and I want that on the floor. So, Herrera. I was going to pick him or Kaita as my oppo, the Verona
Yeah,
opposite.
I knew you were going after Keita.
So that was, but Herrera's just so dominant right now. So, yeah. The Cuban Missile.
Okay.
I like it. Big.
I need one outside and one setter. I'm really tied between two setters.
Who are your two middles?
Lucas and Bieniek.
That's right. Okay.
Oof. Okay, I'm going with my second outside. My second outside is going to be Lucarelli. Just how
Steady.
good he was this weekend at the service line and in defense was really impressive. And I think our defense would be really legit. Our back row defense would be really legit with him and Genya. Got a really
The
good
man's
serve.
steady.
So steady. Calm-headed, good teammate. I'm going with Lucarelli.
I like that. Okay.
Right on. All right. With that being said, I pretty sure how I'm gonna go with these next two picks. There's people on the board that I wasn't sure were gonna be on the board. But I will say one of these is probably gonna be a big shocker, but also because he's won the past two Champions Leagues, and he's just been a unit on the team. And I'm gonna be selecting in the middle Norbert. Norbert.
Yes, man.
I want two sticks in the middle, and just two big physical guys clogging up stuff on defense.
Last year he was a beast, man.
And he hasn't made it huge. Like obviously he hasn't been huge in maybe international player stuff, but in terms of like he's proven they've won Champions League. He knows like.
I think this summer he would have been really good, but he
injured.
Was it his Achilles? He tore his Achilles.
Yeah, he was injured. Yeah, he just came back in the fall. Yeah. So I'm gonna have him. He's back now, making a huge difference with that Zoxa team. And then I gotta get the mix in there from the world champions on the receiver end, and I need some youthfulness on this team.
Okay.
I'm gonna be taking Alessandro Micheletto to stabilize reception, also, with also being a physical presence. I like his serve too. Throws in a little bit different with the lefty, and I think he played well with Micah as well. So that rounds out my starting seven. To T. So let's give a quick update right now on where everybody's at. How about that?
Well, if I do
Should
one
we
more
finish?
and
Let's
Gage
do
does
them.
one more, we have our
Okay.
starting lineup.
Okay, let's go through last pick.
I just need a setter. I'm torn between two setters, man. They're very different in style.
Bruno.
I'm gonna go with Gianelli.
Mustachio.
Wait.
Frankie Mercury.
Gianelli because I think on this team you don't need to be too fancy. He's really simple. He gives good hittable balls. He's a unit at the net. He's huge. He's got a good serve. He's really complete. Plays good defense too. For being a big guy, he plays really good defense. So to round out my starting lineup, I've got Gianelli.
I like it.
And he's been winning too. He's been winning. He's
Yeah.
been winning a lot. And so he's young, but he's experienced and he's proven that he can win a lot. So I like it.
Okay. I got like I said, I got experienced middle with Simone in the middle. Got my yin. Now I need a yang. Like I said, if I've learned one thing about my very small experience with like experienced blockers and all this other stuff and like really, really high level teams is that sometimes they struggle with the unorthodox. That's what I've realized. And that's why I'm going with the lefty middle Helder Spencer out of St. Nazaire, 40 plus and vertical, lefty middle, absolute killer. Laugh at me now, but I guarantee you he will be effective. He's dominating the French league.
You're right.
So, with that being said, you guys want to go? You want to go first? Let's go in our drafting order.
Okay.
Who do you have?
Sounds
Starting
good.
Seven.
I'll start with my setter, Micah Christensen, starting setter. Mikhailov starting opposite, Krukayev, and Norbert, my two middles. My outsides, Leon and Micheletto. And my libero, Eric Shoji.
Okay. My setter is Gianelli. Opposite is Nimir. My outsides are Leal and Lucarelli. My middles are Bieniek and Lucas. And my libero is Genia Gerbinikov.
My setter is Pavel Pankov. My outsides are TJ DeFalco, Sick New Tats, Rock Mozic on the other outside, Elaborate Celebrations. Then I have Herrera, the Cuban missile, on the opposite. My middles are Simone, the yin, and Helder Spencer, the yang. Libero, the favorite, the goat of them all. Number 4, Qatar, Libero. That is a winning formula.
Gage,
And our name are the
impressive.
Sleeping Dragons.
The what?
Sleeping Dragons.
The Sleeping Dragons.
Did you not hear my
I can't wait to
explanation?
hear your bench picks.
Okay, all right, we got to get into that. We got 3 more picks for everybody to round out the team, and you got to explain why. You have to have a reason. They have to provide value for the team. Okay, let's hear it, Gage.
You,
Oh, I'm
Joe?
first? You first,
Oh,
Joe.
okay.
No, it's Gage. It's in a snake order.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I'm going with my number 1 bench guy. People could say, oh, come off the bench and serve really hard. I don't care about that. Oh, yeah, I care about that, yeah. But number 1 bench guy would be Lopez because he just slaps someone. So
my
he's not
goodness.
afraid. He's not afraid to, for different reasons than you guys are thinking of. He just recently got in a fight. We posted about it. He got in a little slap altercation at the net. He hit someone, and that's the kind of guy. Because anytime you walk into a gym, the natural conversation is, are you you're sizing the other team up? If the team broke out, who has who? You're sizing each other up. Libero versus libero, outside versus outside, etc. Your big guy versus their big guy. And Lopez is the type of guy. He's shown he's got a nice whip, and he can connect a few punches.
Oh, there's no doubt if it was like WWE SmackDown tag team, you're in first place, Gage. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You've got Herrera. You've got Simone. TJ's got
Lopez.
a cannon. Lopez might be one of the only guys with more of a cannon than TJ.
The Qatar libero would be like those 2 little
Oh,
miniature
the
guys that
Qatar
come out,
libero,
like
I'm
Nacho
sure. I've
Librano.
never seen him, but I'm sure he's Rey
Scissor kicks.
Mysterio up in there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
And don't forget the
So it's back
Moscow
to me.
Pitbull.
I'm going with the best leader in volleyball. I'm going Bruno on my bench.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. Yep. Comes
Can
up
you
on
guys
board.
hear my cat toy in the back going off?
Barely.
Barely.
Let me go turn that off. You put your pick in, Joe.
Bruno Resende. Okay. So my next pick, both these picks go together because I'm also about the team camaraderie, but I also want value with my players. So I'm gonna be taking as my other opposite because I just know he's a really great guy. Also, he's older, doesn't play. He can't play consistently or anything, but if we need to use him for something, he'll come in and be that force. I think we can use him as a serving sub. Might be completely off with this, but I'm going Grozer as my one of my bench players because I also want to have double change available. For my next pick, some parts of the world they call him Elmers because he is the glue guy. His name is Benjamin Toniuti. Is my other setter on the court. So I want to have that double change ready. Grozer, I use him as a serving sub. Also comes in. He's just a fiery
Oh,
guy.
that's so good, Joe.
But I also have Tony Uti, change the flow up a little bit if we need to. And just a lot of experience on the team. Guys who've won high level, played in the biggest matches, won Champions Leagues. I think that's really valuable to have on the team. So I'm going Grozer and Tony Uti as my 2 picks. So now I'm at 9. You guys are about to make your 9th picks here, 9th and 10th.
I don't necessarily need the double sub because I've got Gianelli, who's pretty big. And so this guy you guys actually know pretty well. He brings the ladies to the games.
Ooh.
And I think just bringing ladies to the games with the team we have, I think it's just going to bring our level of play up no matter what. They're just going to be more checked in. He's just a little bit more checked in. These guys are just a little bit more checked in. They see some, some ladies in the stands.
Potential.
I'm going with the one and only America's Next Top Model, Colton Cowell.
Larry the Lobster. Halakalahama. Cold man Colt. Wow.
Look at that.
He does
Drop
bring
it
the
You've
to
got
Rose
one
bombs.
job, Colton. Do your job.
Bring the ladies to the matches.
at least 12 per match.
Hey, Colt would love that.
He's
If you
just
told him
gonna
that's
pump
your
up
job.
He's just gonna pump up the social media.
Oh yeah.
He's on all our advertisements around the city. He's everywhere. He's gonna be the face.
Shirt off though, only on advertisements.
Oh yeah.
Shirt off on the bench?
Speedo.
Is his shirt gonna be on the bench? That's a good question.
He will be permanently on the massage table. Just stripped down.
What about
Just
thrust?
doing stretches, arms
doing
just
thrust.
sitting up, just getting arms
Stretches.
stretched.
Just getting stretched out. We're gonna hire a masseuse just for him, just to stretch him out during the games.
And it's just gonna be like a smoke show. Just stretch him out.
Yeah.
Smoke show. You know what I will say? All this talk does get me a bit steamy and moist. Which reminds me, use the promo code, all caps, HEAT for 20% off of volleyball.com. Like I said, allvolleyball.com has everything volleyball that you need. Everything. Joe, do they have shoes?
That's actually the main reason why I would tell you to go. Everybody asks us for shoes. They have some of the best volleyball shoes on there.
No, they have the best volleyball shoes.
Yeah.
And it's 20% off.
It's 20% off. We're
not
literally
like you-
paying you. Congrats.
Giving
Here
you
go.
money to go onto their website.
We're giving
Yeah.
you money. You're losing money by not buying their items at the end of the day. That's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
You are.
20%. If someone said, Gage, go to a donut shop, give you 20% off. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? It's but better, you know? All right. Here we go. My second pick on the bench would be a while back I fell in love with this player, his antics on the court, and that'd be Kubiak. For the amount of crotch shots he sent to Iran, or to the Iranian team, and to the crowd. This guy goes crazy. He's always in altercations at the net. Like I said, another guy to back up Lopez for when they charge the net. Yes, he can play ball in all top volleyball leagues, and he's won a lot of stuff. Yes, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, this guy will back you up, and he is not afraid to shoot crotch shots at the opposing team. And my third guy, we all know where this was going. He's a friend of the show. He's affected my life in so many near and dear ways.
Taking
Joe,
yourself.
Who do you think I'm No! Who do you think I'm going to say? You have to know, who am I going to say? Maybe 5 seconds.
A friend of the show?
Well, it's a friend of mine.
Friend of yours.
And I'm going to take
Shuey.
the one,
Dustin.
the only, Jore Bratayev.
Oh.
He is the man, the myth, the legend. I was going to take him and his brother. You know, they could do like a twin thing, but I want to do a little variation there. So I decided to take Joy Bratayev.
I would hate to
He's-
ref one of your games.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
That
absolutely.
ref's in
He's-
for
Oh, yeah.
a long night.
A long night. A long
A
night
lot of cards.
A long night of thrusts, a long night of people fighting, and a long night
Imagine
and just
that.
everything.
Imagine that. Just the energy on that team.
Yeah, that locker room is dynamite.
We don't calm down whatsoever. The highs are highs and the lows
The
are low, baby.
practices are gonna
That's
be-
how we roll. That's our team name to our fans. The highs
How
are
many
highs
team
and the
names you
lows are
got?
lows. No, our motto. My bad. Motto.
Oh,
Sleeping Dragons. The highs are highs and the lows are low. Invest.
In the most
Looking
inconsistent.
for
And
sponsors.
we're asking for a $2,000 for 1%.
We're asking for $1,000 dollars.
All right, to
All right.
round out my own bench, this is a little out of the box, actually. I don't know if I'm technically allowed to do this, but I'm doing it anyway, and you're not allowed to say no. I've been watching NCAA bench celebrations from No Easy Buckets. And I'm taking the entire GCU bench.
That's true. They always
I'm
have good
taking the whole
celebrations.
GCU bench.
That's true.
They're rounding out my team.
get
That's
you.
how we earn the hearts of our fans.
Okay, just imagine this. These college kids come and then they have to go against these like old professional
Jordan
like, guys
Brachev.
who have no like they'll be after them all game. And they have these college kids.
They
Imagine-
stand no chance against the Sleeping Dragons.
Imagine the interaction between that match. Like
we're gonna
Brachev
rile 'em
and
up.
Lopez and Herrera, all these guys. Oh, if they start
Oh
seeing,
yeah. Oh yeah.
to be honest,
We're here for it.
that might get Gage's team to play at a really high level. The GCU bench might come in and just absolutely fire that team up. So, I love that though. I love that pick.
Yeah.
I'm going with the volleyball pick too. I want to make sure on the court stuff, we have stabilization. We have people to come in,
Of course you are. Of course.
make changes. And I'm gonna be taking Semenyuk here as my third guy to come in and stabilize, reception, attacking, just experienced guy. He's played a lot of big matches, important matches, and I've always been really impressed with him. Stable blocker, so he's my third guy there to come off the bench, replace Leon Micheletto for having issues.
I've got Colton for that.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
You got
Chicks,
it,
chicks, chicks.
You know, does anyone have any picks that they almost made that they want to share?
Yeah, I was gonna go.
baby. Yeah,
I was gonna go with Keita. I was going with Georgia and Valo. I had this old teammate named Frankie on my team who would yell at his hand every time he missed it. He'd say, "Why? Why?" And he'd freak out every time he missed the serve. And he'd hold his hand like this. So accountability is a thing on the Sleeping Dragons, and he would make sure everyone is held accountable, them and their hands. Yes.
On my bench, I was really close to taking Milan Zarkovic. Really close.
As a player coach, right?
Just to be there. Yeah. Player coach, whatever he is.
That's
just
what
him.
he was. Just him.
the brilliance of Milan. I was close to taking, because I also was thinking for the fans, I want to have a big presence in the audience, taking Nishida and having that whole fan base. But then I was sitting there, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. If I'm going to go for, like, the only reason he'd be there is for the fans and no other reason. So if somebody has to go in the game, that was my logic. If I'm trying to win a championship, then I want somebody that can go in the game. Nishida can go, but it doesn't make sense then to sub in Tony Uti and Nishida, two guys that are
Oh, you got
similar.
Grozer.
Exactly. That's
Hey,
why I
you
took
already have
Grozer
your
over
double
Nishida.
sub taken care of. You were going to take him instead of Nishida.
Grozer.
Or instead of, got it.
Yes.
I have a question for you guys. Actually, this is a serious question. Well, serious question, but interesting question. Is one? I'm gonna start with the first question, and there's a correct answer to this. Which volleyball team gets the most media coverage worldwide?
Do you know the answer to
I know
this?
the answer to this one.
Is it Perugia?
No. Country. My bad.
What country?
Country. National team.
Oh, which national team does? Japan.
Yeah. Correct. Why is that?
Nishida, Takahashi, Ishikawa, and
But
Haikyuu.
why? They're not even the most followed people.
Haikyuu.
Bingo. Haikyuu is. I thought about this for a while. I was like, all the volleyball edits are all just Japanese haiku and Japanese players, and it's all haiku. It's crazy. They're like, I would say they're what, seventh in the world, sixth in the world maybe, but they have the biggest coverage, and obviously they have a great fan base in Japan, but so do a lot of other countries, but they just have haiku and that. But does that just mean the fans just then go to the Japanese national team? But why does that translate?
What do you mean? Why does that translate? That's like
Why does it
culture.
translate?
It's
Like-
like if American volleyball was to pop into like Outer Banks, and the whole show about Outer Banks was about volleyball. Like when you infiltrate the culture, you gain a lot of eyes.
But let's say if you're like a lot of Americans love Japanese, like a lot of the national team, because I look obviously TikTok, trying to be TikTok famous. I study the TikToks. I know all the TikToks, and like I look at the accounts and they're like usually American, and I'm like, okay, like, but why? Okay, if you're an American, you go and watch Haikyuu, English subbed or whatever. That means I'm gonna go look at American volleyball probably, rather than I'm gonna Japanese national team. Because I'm watching anime volleyball doesn't mean I'm gonna go to Japanese volleyball. You know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna look at your country before you look at other countries.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if I go watch Blue Lock, I'm not gonna go watch Japanese soccer team. I'm gonna go watch our soccer team.
Maybe not. Like if I were to watch a show about like football, like soccer for Americans, if I were to watch a show about football, about like, I don't know, Argentinian people, I would probably start watching the Argentinian national team. And like
good
guys
point.
like Messi and guys like Di Maria, I would probably start following them.
That's a good point. It's just something I thought about. Maybe.
Yeah, I would definitely follow even if it was about like the league in Spain, some show about it. I would start following like Barca and these types of teams.
Well,
I wouldn't
it's
just
not-
start coming home and watch the LA Galaxy. They have nothing to do with the Spanish culture.
No, but we're
Same
talking about
with,
the national
like-
team though. We're not talking about clubs though.
Yeah, but same with like the Japanese culture. Like we have nothing to. Well, we have some shojis to represent, but like you're in it for the culture also, and how the culture mixes with the volleyball. You're not just
Okay.
oh, the volleyball's nice. I'm just gonna go now watch the USA national team because of that. Like no, you're kind of more invested in the culture too.
Have you guys watched Haikyuu before?
No,
Have you watched a single episode?
no.
Joe? No. I watched 2 seasons of it. I was gonna watch the 3rd season, but it wasn't. I couldn't find it or whatever.
Is it good?
And I could. Yeah, it's good. 100%. It's good. It's obviously with anime because I like anime, but it
I
can
like
be
anime
drawn
too.
out. It can be drawn out. You know what I'm saying?
Got
And like
it.
with volleyball, like for example, if I'm watching a fight scene, okay, you can draw some stuff out because I don't know fighting. But if you know volleyball, like the drawn out, the over dramatic stuff is a little just like it's entertaining, you know, but it's a little
Got it.
much at times, I would say. But that's what anime is, and it's beautiful for it. And I love anime. So that I was just curious if you guys watch it. Maybe I'll have to give it a watch.
Should we do a recap,
again.
a last recap of our final 10,
Joe,
just to check out?
final 10 here.
I'll start, and then I gotta jump. I got Micah Christensen starting off, and he'll be my captain of my team. Mikhailov, Norbert Kurkaev, Leon, Michieletto, and Shoji are my starting players. And then on my bench, I have Semenyuk, Grozer, and Toniuti.
Okay, I got Gianelli and Nimir. That's setter and opposite. I got my outsides are Leal and Lucarelli. My middles are Bieniak and Lucas. And my libero is Grabinikov. My bench, I got Bruno, who will be the captain. I've got Colton Cowell. And I've got the Lopes bench, GCU, Grand Canyon University.
Okay, for my outside hitters, I have Tita DeFalco. I have Rock Mazic. My setter, I have Pavel Pankov. My oppo, I have Herrera. My middle, I have Simone, and then Helder Spencer. My libero, I have number 4, Qatar libero. My 3 bench players, obviously the GOAT, who would be my captain as well, Jore Bratoyev. Cuban Lopez, and Kubiak for his crotch shots.
If people know who Jory brought,
I've only talked about him 1,000 times.
he would even laugh about that.
I would want
he
no
would get a
one
kick out of
else
that.
at the helm of my ship, of my dragon, rather than Jore. And our team name is the Sleeping Dragons. Do you guys have team names? I don't think so.
True.
No, mine's the Lopes. We're the Lopes. It's like I'm just taking Grand Canyon.
That's kind of lame.
That's what we are. Sleeping Dragons is lame.
Lame Lopes.
The lame Lopes. That's what we're
I
called.
just bought the whole team for Luneburg.
The Luna Huna.
They all play for Luneburg.
It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, guys. Like I said.
All right.
Well, thanks for
Put in
hopping
your
on. I hope you guys
votes.
enjoyed this. Yeah, put
Maybe
in
we
your
can
votes.
put up a image
Yeah,
on.
we'll put it into an
Instagram.
image for sure.
We'll put it in a graphic and an image.
And then
and
people
everything.
And we'll have
can
people
vote.
vote.
Yep. Guys, who do you think are the best teams? The lame Lopes.
Maybe we'll do it blind so that people can't be biased.
Yeah,
I have a
that's a
feeling
good
that
point.
they won't be able to tell which one Gage's team is.
Hey. All right, so you get the lame Lopes, you get the Sleeping Dragons, and you got the Luna Huna, Joe. The Luna Block.
Lame Lopes.
With that being said, guys, find out. We'll probably post a graphic on Instagram, but if not, please comment below who you think are the best team. most fun team, a team. You
No,
think's
no,
gonna
no,
lose
no,
the
no,
most.
no. Don't work this in. Don't work this funness
Not the
in.
most
That was
fun
not,
team.
That was
It's
not,
whose team would win Champions League.
Who's the most
Yeah.
fun? Who's winning? Who's the most fun team to watch because they'll win the most? Bingo. There you go.
Who will win Champions League?
Go ahead and put your guys' vote in for who will,
Who
be the
will
most
win
fun
Champions
team,
League?
and we'll wrap this up.
And who is this
most fun.
most fun team? And
Whoever's team will have the most
Yeah.
most fights just makes it.
Most
Go ahead and
fights.
put your vote in for the UFC WrestleMania. And thank you guys for coming.
Put your vote in for sickest.
Maybe that could be another draft. That's got to be another draft.
That's true. That's
The WrestleMania tournament.
Ooh.
Maybe next episode.
I would win. I just picked them all right now.
We should pick like a team.
I got way different guys.
No, we should just pick tag teams. Next episode, we gotta pick tag teams. So just 2 guys. It's a tag team.
Wait, do they tag team each other or are they tag teaming?
All right. All right.
You can't laugh that hard at your own joke.
Oh, I've done it my whole life. And that being said, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the goddamn kitchen. This has been another episode. You can't handle the
Presented by
All volleyball.
Presented by All Volleyball.